Hi, Carl Ford here at WebRTC Conference and Expo number 4 in Atlanta. I'm with Brad Bush, CMO, EVP of Genband, and specifically we're going to talk about WebRTC this time. So tell me what Genband's doing with WebRTC.
Carl, it's great to be here. We're doing a ton with WebRTC. We've been involved for WebRTC for about 3 years when we started development on our WebRTC gateway called Spider, which came out last year. And earlier this year, we put out our Smart Office client on WebRTC. And then just last week, we announced Candy, which is going to be available soon, which is our development platform for WebRTC. So we're really excited about everything that's going on in WebRTC, and Genband's participating just about every way that we can.
Excellent. And you know, when I look at you guys and I look at your history, you guys have done a lot of work with carriers getting that last mile figured out. Is there a role for clients on WebRTC for like the carrier using it as, you know, the primary line in the future or anything like that?
Well, we do definitely see a use with the carrier for WebRTC. One of the places for sure that we see it, we bought Fring last year, and we are seeing the carriers really embrace competing with over-the-top, maybe even cannibalizing some of their own services because they're losing it anyway. So we let them white label the over-the-top, and we've included a WebRTC client in that Fring over-the-top service. So we see that as a major driver for the carriers to be able to compete with over-the-top and compete with all these services that are coming up and trying to take their business with clients that with WebRTC-like clients or with other types of clients that let them give users freedom to use communications where they want to use them. And I think that's one of the promises of WebRTC.
So now speaking about that, Fring is like a fun soft client. You know, it's not one of these things where it's replicating a PBX or anything like that. Are you seeing that the community embraces it, or that the carriers want to embrace it for a younger crowd?
In the few carriers that have really taken off on, now we're talking and we have commercial parts going, but the ones that we've been talking about, like Bouygues Telecom in France, it's really started with their younger customers and kind of took off. They actually put it in their lowest tier, and then their top 2 tiers were screaming for it, because especially in Europe where the roaming costs are so much, being able to have a single number, call your cell phone when you're in country, or be able to call the Fring client when you're out of the country is a major advantage, and they were really seeing that. And now with WebRTC, if they're at their PC, they can call and get them there. So it's kind of a, you know, now they can be, you know, they can be able to be seen any way.
Okay, now along with that, you guys kind of support some of the more interesting things with development. Are you looking to enable the developers? Talk to me about, you know, what you're doing there.
Yeah, so last week we announced Candy, which is our platform as a service. You know, we did a preview for the people that were at our Genband Perspective show. We had a great turnout, 700 customers and press, and we really feel like that Candy is going to be a new type of platform as a service, and we're really looking to try and get outcome as a service where you can drag and drop small little applets or pieces of code that will let you do things. In fact, in 5 minutes on stage, we showed how to put in a contact center concierge service right on stage, demoed it live. So the service is up and running. We're in closed beta, and then it will be coming out at the end of Q3.
Excellent. So when we talk about those contact centers, then we're hitting the enterprise marketplace. You want to talk a little bit about WebRTC and the enterprise?
Yeah, I think that both with the enterprise and the carrier, WebRTC is big. And, you know, we even see carrier pull through to the enterprise because the carriers are wanting to sell to the enterprise. But through our standard channel partners, we are seeing lots of them look at WebRTC, especially in the contact center. So the main place that the contact center with WebRTC is enabling is at the agent client side, so they don't have to go in and change the clients over and over again, not actually in the user side. So because I think that's going to be a place for enterprise where it quickly saves costs because they can standardize on one client and never have to upgrade it again. I think just that alone we're seeing a huge use case.
Excellent. Brad, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Carl.